Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. We're back with some Braves baseball 1961 and let's take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Milwaukee Braves. Leading off, playing right field, Lee May. Batting second, playing second, Frank Bowen. Batting third, playing third, Eddie Matthews. Batting fourth, playing center, Hank Aaron. Batting fifth, playing first, Joe Adcock. Batting sixth, playing left, Frank Thomas. Batting seventh, playing short, Roy McMillan. Doing the catching behind the plate, Charlie Lowe. And on the mound for the Milwaukee Braves, Bob BUHL. Let's take a look at the hometown Giants. And we have Jim Davenport playing third, leading off. Batting second, playing second, Chuck Helter. Batting third, playing center, Willie Mays. Batting fourth, playing first, Willie McCovey. Batting fifth, playing left field, Orlando Cepeda. Batting sixth, playing right field, Felipe Alou. Batting seventh, behind the plate, doing the catching, is Ed Bailey. Batting eighth, playing shortstop, is Pagan. And on the mound, pitching for the New York Giants and batting ninth is Juan MARICHAL. Let's get down to Candlestick Park and get this game started. And here we go with the first pitch of the game here, the Lee May. 35, and that's going to be a walk. MARICHAL walks May to start this game. Runner on first, nobody out for the Braves. Here's Frank Bowen. 54, and that's going to be a fly out to right field. One down. Brings up Matthews now with a runner on first. See what Eddie can do here. 45, and that'll be a 2-ball, no strike count on Matthews. And Eddie walks the hard way. And Apba baseball, 2 rolls to walk, so it's first and second now for Hank Aaron. All righty, see what Hammer and Hank can do. 64, and they strike out Hank. Hank goes down swinging. That leaves Joe Adcock needing a 2-base hit to get these 2 walks in. And that's not going to happen. That ball's hit down the second. And Hiller will throw over to short with Pagan covering for the final out. So the 2 walks don't come back to end the score. We go to the bottom of the first with the Giants yet to bat. How's it going, Al? And leading off for the Giants is Davenport against Bob BUHL here. 24, he strikes Davenport out. 1 down here in the bottom of the first. Here comes Chuck Heller now. And a 34, that's a 31, it's a fly out to Hank out in center. Quick 2 up, 2 down. Here comes Willie Mays up now. And Willie with a single to left center gets on. Brings up McCovey. Runner on first for McCovey with 2 outs. And he strikes McCovey out to end the inning. So the Giants leave Willie on at first, and the score is 0-0. So we go to the second. Oh, glad to hear it, Al. Here we go now. We got Thomas, McMillan, and Lowe due up for the Braves here in the top of the second. And he strikes Thomas out. 1 down here. Brings up Mac. What can Roy do? And Roy gets a hold of this pitch by MARICHAL. And he drives out in the right center for a double. Runner on second now with one out. Sorry, Charlie. He's having a terrible year right now. Can he do anything? Let's see. And he hits that ball down the third. And Mac will make it down the third on this play. So 2 outs with a runner on third for Bob BUHL. Can he help his own cause and drive in that run? And he strikes him out. So the Braves lead 1 on at third. We go to the bottom of the second, still knotted up, nothing. Got some Peta, Lou, and Bailey due up for the Giants. And he fouls that ball back behind the plate. And Charlie's got it for the first out of the second. Here comes Felipe Alou. And that ball is going to be hit in the left center for a base hit. So runner on first for Ed Bailey with one out. Braves looking for the double play. And that ball's hit down the second, but it's rolling too slow to turn two. He'll go over the McMillan for the force out at second, get the lead runner. That brings up Pagan up now with Bailey on at first. And runner out stealing. Ed sure ain't going to try to steal, so that's strike one on Pagan. And that ball's hit down the third. And Matthews is going to go the short way over to second for the force out. And that'll end the bottom of the second. Still nothing. We go to the top of the lineup for the Braves. May, Bolin, and Matthews here in the third. And he's going to file out to Bailey. Bailey throws his mask and gets under that one. One down. Here comes Frank. And that ball's hit down the third. Davenport bobbles it, throws over to first, not in time. That'll be an E5 on Davenport. Frank gets on for the big boppers, Matthews and Aaron. See if the Braves can take advantage of this extra out here. And that ball's hit down the second. And that ball's bobbled by Heller. He throws over the first. And that's an error on him. And Bolin's going to get down the third on this play. So 2 errors, and we got first and third. And only 1 out. Giants will play back for a double play as Hank's up. And that's exactly what they get. That ball's hit down the short. Pagan up with it. He fires over to Heller, over to McCovey for the 6-4-3 double play, and that'll end the inning. The Braves threaten with 2 errors, but don't get anything across. So we go to the bottom of the third. We got Marichal due up and in the top of the order with Davenport and Heller. Hiller, rather. Hey, Gary. And here we go to the pitch to Marichal. And that ball's hit down the third. Matthews has got that. Fires over to Joe. 1 down. Here comes Davenport. He's 0 for 1 today with a strikeout. And he gets him again, strikes him out for the second time. Bob BUHL. And here comes Chuck. And that ball's hit back to the pitcher. He'll take it himself for the out. And that retires the side in order. 3 up, 3 down as we go to the top of the fourth. Got Joe Adcock, Thomas, and McMillan due up for the Braves against Juan Marichal. The pitch to Adcock, and he drills that ball in the right center. Bounces off the wall for a stand-up double. The runner in scoring position here for the Braves. They've been unable to cash in here. Here comes Frank Thomas up. And Frank gets a hold of this one. That ball is going back. It's over the left field fence. Cepeda looks up and watches it go. Home run, Frank Thomas. And it is 2-0 Braves here in the top of the fourth. Here comes Mac up. Still nobody out. And that's going to be a pop up the third for Mac. Gets underneath that one. Alrighty, that brings up Charlie. And 30-29, that's going to be hit back to the mound. Over to first goes Marichal. 1-2 down here in the fourth. Here's Bob BUHL. 62, and they strike Bob out. That'll end the inning, but the Braves get 2 on Frank Thomas' home run. So we go to the bottom of the fourth, 2-0 Braves. Got the heart of the lineup due up for the Giants. Got Mays, McCovey, and Cepeda. Yeah, boom goes the ball was right, Al. That's for sure. All righty. See what Bob can do with the heart of this lineup. And that ball is back, and that ball is over the right field fence as Lee May looks up. May to May. And Willie hits a home run. And Giants are on the board. Now it's 2-1 Braves. How quick things change here. Here comes McCovey. And that's going to be a pop-up down the third. Matthews calls everybody off, makes the catch. 1 down. Here comes Orlando. And that ball's back over the right field fence. Sure, all of a sudden now they're hammering old Bob. 2 home runs in the inning, and it's 2-2. Cepeda connects. Here comes Felipe. What can Lou do here? Only 1 down, nobody on. And back-to-back jacks. That ball's out of here. 3 home runs in the inning, folks. Sure. They're tattooing Bob now. They go out and talk to him. That'll get the bullpen stirring a little bit. Yeah, sure. Here comes Ed Bailey. It's all of a sudden now it's 3-2 Giants. And that's a deep fly ball to right field. That ball is going back, but Lee has just enough room on the warning track. Sure. They're hitting Bob BUHL hard here. Sure. Here comes Pagan up, 2 down now, nobody on. And that's a deep fly ball to center. But Hank's got room out there. He makes the catch. But 3 solo home runs gives the Giants the lead as we go to the top of the fifth. 3-2 Giants. We got the top of the order due up for the Braves. May, Bolin, and Matthews. See what happens here. Here's the pitch from Juan. And that ball is popped up to second. Well, no, it's not. That's a strikeout for Marichal with that Y factor. 1 down. Here comes Frank Bolin. And that's another strikeout for Marichal. Back-to-back Ks. He's all of a sudden dealing now that he's got the lead. Here comes Eddie Matthews. And that ball is hit well. bounces off the wall in right field for a stand-up double for Eddie. He's standing down there at second waiting for Hank to drive him in. Here comes the pitch to Henry Aaron. And that's going to be a single over second. And that's going to bring in Matthews. So this game is knotted up now at 3 apiece. Got Joe Adcox up now with Hank on at first. 2 down. And that ball is going. The wind must be blowing out a candlestick today, folks. That ball was hammered to left field. He turned on that bad boy. Cepeda, all he can do is admire that shot. 2-run homer to left field. Sure. And just like that, the Braves are back on top, 5-3. Sure. Here's Frank Thomas up. And they strike Frank out to end the inning. But the Braves score 3 on the big home run from Joe Adcox. Scored 2 of them. And we go to the bottom of the 5th. 5-3 Braves. Juan's due up, followed by the top of the order of Davenport and Hiller. Here's the pitch from Bob. He's got the lead back. See if he can hold it this time. And he strikes out Juan. That'll be the first out here in the 5th. Brings up Davenport. And he strikes out Davenport. I think that might be his 3rd strikeout. It is. He gets the old sombrero. 3 strikeouts for Davenport. Here comes Chuck Heller now. 2 down, nobody on. Can he strike out the side? No. That's a comebacker to the mound. He fires over the first. And that'll end the inning. 3 up and 3 down for the Giants as we go to the top of the 6th. We got the bottom part of the order. McMillan, Lowe, and BUHL due up against Juan Marichal. Here's the pitch to Mac. And that is strike 1 to Mac. 0-1 count. And this time he tees off on this 0-1 pitch. Mac does. And he drives that into right field for a single. Mac's on. Bringing up Charlie. As I've been calling him lately, Sorry Charlie, because he sure is hitting sorry. So here we go. Runner on first for Charlie. And that's going to be a fly ball to Willie out there in center. That'll be the first out of the inning. 1 down. And Bob's going to try to sacrifice Mac over to second for the top of the order. Here we go with the pitch. And he gets the ball down. It's fielded by the pitcher. And he throws to short and gets the lead runner. So that didn't pan out. So now Bob's down at first for Lee May. 2 outs. And here's the pitch to May. And that ball's hit down the short. He goes over the first to end the inning. The Braves strand 1. And as we go to the bottom of the 6th, still 5-3 Braves. We got the heart of the lineup due up again. Mays, McCovey, and Cepeda. Bob didn't fare too well the last time against them. Willie hit a home run the last time up. And he's going to get a single into left. And then he's going to steal second on the first pitch. Then McCovey. So the 0-1 pitch to McCovey with Mays down at second. And he walks McCovey. He'll take his base down there. So we got first and second, nobody out for Orlando Cepeda. Bob's got himself in a little bit of a jam here. Can he get out of it? And first on an air, the ball hit back to Bob, and he bobbles the ball, and that loads the bases, folks. Sure. That is not what the Braves needed here. Bases jammed for a Lou. They'll play back, try to get a double play out of this. Up 5-3. Line drive right at the first baseman, Adcox. He makes the play, unable to double anybody off there. So that's the first out of the inning. Here comes Ed Bailey, the catcher. Like I say, the Braves are looking for that double play to get out of this without nobody scoring. And that ball's hit down the second. Boland's up with it. He fires over to Mack, but it's too slow of a hit ball, so they won't get a double play. So Mays will come in the score, and that makes it 5-4. First and third now with 2 outs for Pagan. And the hit parade's going to continue here. That's a single over second. Runner scores, and Bailey will stop at second. Got first and second, and this game's tied up at 5 apiece. Juan Marichal's up. Should we pitch hit for him here? I think we'll let him in the game here. This is 1961. And that ball is hit down the short. Sorry, hit down the second. He'll go to short for the out. But Giants scored 2 and tie this game up. It's 5 apiece. So we make it to the 7th inning here. You got Frank Boland, Matthews, and Aaron due up. Can the Braves do something against Marichal here? And that ball's hit to Willie Mays out in center field. 1 down. Here's the pitch to Eddie. And that's a fly ball to deep right, but a lose there. 2 down. Comes Henry Aaron up. And he drives that ball hard. And that ball is back over the right field fence for a home run. And the Braves take the lead here. 6-5. Henry Aaron drives the ball out of Candlestick. Here comes Joe Adcock. He's already hit a home run today. And make that back-to-back jacks, baby. That ball is hit over right field. So Lou looks up at that. Marichal gives up back-to-back home runs. Not what the Giants needed here in the 7th. Here comes Frank Thomas. And he flies out the deep left, but Cepeda's got room out there. And that'll end the inning. But Henry Aaron and Joe Adcock go back-to-back in the 7th. The Braves take a 7-5 lead. So we make our way to the 7th inning stretch. Score 7-5. Top of the order due up for the Giants. Davenport, Hiller, and Mays. Here comes Bob. He'll have a short leash here. And that's a single in the left for Davenport. Leadoff runner on. Here comes Hiller up. And that ball's going to be hit to left field. Davenport makes it back to second, 1 out. Comes the Giants M&M boys. Mays and McCovey due up now. Got to be careful here. And he's careful, all right. He walks Willie. We got first and second now for McCovey. And I think they're going to bring in a left-handed pitcher here to face McCovey. They're going to bring in McKenzie. Here comes Mack in. The pitch to McCovey. Let's take a look at Mack, what he's done here on the season. He's pitched 6 innings, only gave up 1 earned run. So let's see if Mack can get us out of this jam here. First and second, only 1 out for Willie McCovey's up. 36, and he's going to walk Willie. He's going to walk Willie. Right? Yeah, he don't have the Z, so he walks the bases loaded. Orlando Cepeda's up now. The Braves need a double play in the worst way. And that's not going to happen here tonight. That's going to be a single through short. Runners advance 2 bases. McCovey will stop at second, though. So this game's tied up, folks. Just like that, the Giants score 2. It's still first and second with only 1 out. A lose up. And we're not tied anymore, folks, because like I say, the wind is howling here at Candlestick. And that ball is hit over the right field fence. A 3-run homer for Felipe Alou. And the Giants take the lead here. 10-7. Sure. All right, Al, you take care. How's it going, Christopher? Here comes Bailey up now. 1 out, nobody on now. Giants are winning 10-7. $35. That's going to be a 38. That's ball 1 to Ed. And he comes back and strikes Ed out. That's 2 down. Here comes Pagan. And that ball's well hit by Pagan. Let's see what happens here. He gets a single out of this. Hits that ball in the left field. So you got a runner on first for Juan Marichal. I think they're going to take Juan out, bring in a pitch hitter, and we'll go to the bullpen. And old Harvey's going to come up to pitch hit for Marichal. All righty, here's the pitch to Marichal. 2 outs and Pagan on at first. And Kuhn gets a nice hit. Drives that ball into right field, and Pagan will end up at third. So the Giants are still threatening here in the 7th. First and third now for Davenport. 2 outs. Braves can't afford to give up any more here. And that's going to be a fly ball to left field that Thomas makes the catch. But the Giants score 5 big runs, take a 10-7 lead here in the ball game. We got the bottom part of the lineup up. They're going to bring a duel in the pitch. Alrighty. Like I say, a dual face McMillan low and a pitch hitter. Here's the pitch to McMillan. And he strikes Mac out, 1 down here in the 8th. Here's Charlie. And that ball is hit to right field. Lou's got that all the way. 2 down. Alrighty, he's going to come out here and pitch hit. We'll have John Logan come out and pitch hit. And here comes Johnny. 2 outs, nobody on. And he strikes Logan out to end the inning. So we go to the bottom of the 8th. And it's still 10-7 Giants. And Ron come in the game here for the Braves. See what Ron's done for the year here. He's pitched in 3 games, 4 innings, 5 earned runs. See what he can do here against the Giants' top of the order. Here's Davenport. Heller's up, rather. Got Heller, Mays, and McCovey. And he's going to pop that ball up to third base. Matthews calls everybody off. 1 out here in the 8th. Here's Willie Mays. And he's going to walk Willie. Brings up McCovey. 1 on, only 1 out. Here's the pitch to Willie McCovey. And that ball is back over the right center field fence. Right in the power alley. And the Giants keep piling it on, folks. Makes it 12-7. Sure. That ball is flying out a candlestick, that's for sure. Where do you work at, Christopher? Here we go. Cepeda's up now. Nobody on and 2 outs. 1 out, rather. And that ball's hit down to McMillan. He fires over the Adcock. 2 down. Here comes a Lou up. And that ball's hit down to Matthews. He fires over the first. For the final out of the 8th. Giants had two more on the McCovey home run, and it's 12-7. Got the top of the order due up here for the Braves. Let's see if they can have some ninth inning magic. Oh, okay. And here's Lee May. And they walk May. Not what you want to see here if you're a Giant fan with a 5-run lead, walking people. Here comes Frank Bolin up. And that ball's hit the Cepeda in left field. Plenty of room out there. One down. Here comes Eddie Matthews. And Eddie's 1 for 3 today. See if he can keep this going. And he sure does. He belts that ball in the right center field, and the wind's blowing out, folks. Home run for Eddie. And all of a sudden, it's a 12-9 game. You got all these right-handed batters coming up. They're not going to mess around. They're going to bring in Miller. They're not going to let Abdul finish this game. Here comes Stu. And he was hoping to get away with not having to use Miller today. Alrighty, here's Hank Aaron facing Stu Miller. 1 out. Scores 12-9 now. And he strikes Hank out. 2 down here in the 9th. Braves are down to their last out. Here's the pitch to Joe Adcock. And that ball is hit down to second. No, it's not. That's a strikeout. Miller comes in and does his job. And that's your ball game, folks. 12-9. Let's take a look at the box score. It sure wasn't your pitching duel. Balls was flying out of Candlestick today. Sure. Let's take a look at the box score here. 9 runs on 10 hits and an error for the Braves. Giants 12 runs on 13 hits and 2 errors. How many home runs did we have today? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 home runs today. Alou had 2 for the Giants. Sure. Matthews hit his 5th, Adcox his 3rd, and McMillan his 5th. I'm sorry. Matthews hit his 8th. Aaron hit his 4th. Adcox hit his 4th in. So I miscounted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 home runs. Sorry, folks. I knew there's more than that. 10 home runs. Joe Adcox hit 2 for the Braves. And the pitching, sure. 6 innings for Bob. 8 hits. 5 earned runs. 7 runs total. 2 bases on balls. 5 strikeouts and 3 home runs. McKenzie, 2/3 of an inning. 4 hits. 3 runs. 1 walk. 1 strikeout and a home run. And Peach, 1 inning. 1 hit. 2 runs. 1 walk and a home run. Marichal, 7 innings, 9 hits, 7 runs, 2 walks, 7 strikeouts, and 4 home runs. O'Doul, 1 and 1/3 innings, 1 hit, 2 runs, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts, and a home run. And Miller comes in and gets the last 2 outs, striking out the both of them. Let's do some fast play scoring here. Let's go out to LA and see what the Cubs can do out there. taking on the Dodgers. And the Dodgers win. The Cubs 1 run on 4 hits and no errors. The Dodgers 5 runs on 15 hits and an error. Now let's go to Pennsylvania and watch the Phillies and the Pirates. First, it's the Cardinals at the Phillies. And the Cardinals win 3 runs on 11 hits and 1 error. The Phillies 2 runs on 8 hits and 2 errors. And the last game here on the 13th is the Reds going to Pittsburgh to take on the Pirates. And the Reds win 3 runs on 7 hits and no errors. The Pirates 2 runs on 6 hits and an error. Let's take a look at the standings here after May 13th in the National League. You got the Reds on top, 2.5 games up on the Cubs, 3.5 up on the Cardinals and Giants, 5 games up on the Braves, who fall to 11-11, 6.5 games up on the Dodgers, 8 games up on the Pirates, and the Phillies holding the league up with 11 games back. I want to thank Christopher for stopping by. Our Red Sox fan, check out his channel and all the stuff he puts on there. And Gary for stopping by. If you're new to the channel, folks, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, and on your way out a windy candlestick today with the ball flying out, hit that like button and leave some comments. Tell me what you think of this 1961 replay in this game. Until next time, you all take care and have a great day.